For some of the city's most vulnerable, this area under the bridge is where they call home, a place to sleep at night. But most recently, some of the people living here have received notices from the city to vacate these illegal campsites. But advocates are calling on the mayor to cancel these evictions.
It's seclusion in a sense. I'm an addict, so society says this is where we belong, and so be it.
What do you say?
Well, I say they're not leaving us much choice.
Roger, as he likes to be called, has been sleeping on the streets for years, most recently under a bridge along Rosedale Valley Road. Days ago, he, along with others in about 4 pockets in the area, were served an eviction notice from the city to be gone by tomorrow.
At least they gave me 24 hours notice so I can pick up what I need to pick up.
Where are you going to go next? Do you have anywhere to go?
Well, no, they're gonna do their cleanup, and then I'm gonna go find another tarp and pitch it in the same spot. If I feel safer here, then I would not go to a shelter.
The city of Toronto estimates about 533 people who experience homelessness sleep outside. Advocates believe that number is much higher, and many of these people refuse to access the shelter system, saying it's overcrowded and at capacity.
Conditions within these spaces are difficult and often unsafe. And that's because of chronic overcrowding, short staffing, and a general lack of resources that these spaces deal with.
A group of advocates came together today to call for the end of what they say are mass sweeps on homeless people sleeping outside.
We're asking for more funds for street outreach. We're asking for care and attention to be paid so that people can be brought in, but people can be supported if they're still outside.
They're calling for the removal of the warming center at Metro Hall, instead adding 5 new ones across the city, asking the Red Cross for help to operate the facilities and 2,000 more emergency shelter beds immediately. This past weekend, the city says there were a number of fire-related calls at the illegal campsites along Rosedale Valley, calling them dangerous. Instead, the city says it has resources for those sleeping there.
They're outreach workers who work around the clock. They're 24/7 out in the middle of the night when it's minus 30, checking in on people who are living outside to encourage them to come inside, or to people who are living in encampments to avail themselves of services.
One thing both the advocates and the city agree on is for all levels of governments to provide funding for more affordable housing in Toronto.
Everybody needs to come to the table. This isn't just a Toronto problem.
Kathy Crow also started a petition calling on Toronto's mayor to declare homelessness an emergency in our city. She says so far over 22,000 people have signed it, and she's hoping to deliver this petition to John Tory next week following a homeless memorial for the 1,000th person who died on our streets. For City News, I'm Faiza Amin.